Hey Libra, welcome back to the channel. So I pulled cards for you today about this energy surrounding someone who cannot seem to stay away from you anymore. And honestly, what came through was so specific and so layered that I need to just sit with you and walk through this entire reading because there is so much happening beneath the surface here. Before we dive in, I just want to say that this reading is about your magnetic energy right now and how someone is genuinely feeling pulled toward the world you have created for yourself. This is not about chasing or convincing anyone of anything. This is about you being so authentically in your power that someone else is realizing they want access to what you have built. So let us get into these cards because they told me a complete story. The first card I pulled for you is Strength. And I have to tell you, the moment this card came out, I felt this wave of recognition. Libra, you have been doing some serious inner work lately. And I do not mean the surface level kind of inner work where you journal for a week and call it transformation. I mean the deep, sometimes uncomfortable kind of work, where you have had to face parts of yourself that maybe you were not ready to face before. You have been taming your own inner chaos, learning how to hold space for your emotions without letting them control you. And honestly, you have been discovering a type of strength that does not need to prove itself to anyone. What is so beautiful about strength showing up here is that this card is not about force or aggression. It is about quiet confidence. It is about knowing your worth so deeply that you do not need external validation to confirm it. And that is exactly the energy you have been embodying lately. You have stopped begging for crumbs from people who were not ready to see your value. You have stopped dimming your light to make others comfortable. You have stopped over-explaining yourself to people who were never going to understand you anyway. And here is where it gets interesting. This person, whoever they are in your life, they have been watching this transformation. They have been witnessing you step into this version of yourself that is so self-assured and so centered, and it is doing something to them. Because here is the thing about real strength. It is magnetic. When someone sees you handling life with grace, when they see you setting boundaries without apology, when they see you choosing yourself over and over again, that creates a pull that is almost impossible to resist. This is not the version of you that they could take for granted. This is not the version of you that was available at their convenience. This is the version of you that has discovered your own worth, and that shift in energy has completely changed the dynamic between you. They are feeling this pull toward you because you are no longer energetically chasing them. You are not sitting around waiting for them to choose you. You are busy choosing yourself, and that is what makes you irresistible right now. I also want to point out that Strength is card number 9 in the major arcana, and 9 energy is about completion and wisdom. You have completed a major cycle of learning about your own power. You have gained wisdom through your experiences, probably some painful ones if we are being honest, and you have emerged from that process as someone who understands that your energy is precious and should not be given freely to just anyone. The second card that came through is the Lovers. And okay, this is where the energy gets really intense. The Lovers is obviously a card about connection and union, but it is so much deeper than just romantic attraction. This card is about choice. It is about choosing to move towards something or someone with full awareness and intention. And in the context of this reading, what I am seeing is that this person is at a crossroads where they have to make a decision about you. They have been sitting on the fence for too long. Maybe they have been keeping you as an option while they explored other connections. Maybe they have been hot and cold with you, giving you just enough attention to keep you interested, but never fully committing. Maybe they convinced themselves they could walk away from you and be fine. But now, with you in this strength energy, with you so clearly thriving without them, they are realizing that their window of opportunity is closing. The Lovers is forcing them to confront what they actually want. And what is becoming crystal clear to them is that they want you. They want access to the life you are building. They want to be part of your world. They want to experience the version of you that is so self-possessed and so magnetic. But here is the crucial thing. The Lovers is also asking you to make a choice. Just because someone finally realizes your worth does not mean you have to let them back in. Just because someone is feeling this magnetic pull towards you does not mean you owe them anything. What I love about this card appearing in this position is that it is highlighting the power of energetic alignment. When you were chasing this connection, when you were trying to force something that was not flowing naturally, the energy was off. But now that you have released that need for their validation, now that you are standing firmly in your own worth, there is space for a real choice to be made. Not a choice born from fear or scarcity, but a choice born from genuine desire and recognition. The Lovers also brings up this theme of duality and balance, which is so relevant for you as a Libra. You understand better than any other sign that real partnership requires two people who are equally committed and equally invested. You have spent enough time in situations where you were doing all the heavy lifting, where you were the only one trying to make things work. And you are done with that dynamic. If this person wants to be part of your world now, they need to show up as an equal. They need to match your energy. They need to prove through consistent action that they are ready for what you have to offer. The third card I pulled is Ace of Swords, and this card is cutting through all the illusions and all the confusion that might have clouded this connection before. Ace of Swords represents mental clarity, truth, and breakthrough moments. This person is having a moment of absolute clarity about you and about what you represent in their life. All the fog has lifted. All the excuses they were telling themselves about why this would not work or why the timing was not right, those excuses are crumbling. Ace of Swords is that lightning bolt moment of realization. It is when someone suddenly sees the truth of a situation with perfect clarity, and they cannot unsee it. This person is having that experience about you right now. They are seeing you for who you truly are, not through the distorted lens of their own fears or insecurities, but with clear eyes. And what they are seeing is blowing their mind. They are realizing that you are not like other people they have encountered. You have depth, you have substance, you have built something real for yourself. You have standards and boundaries. You have a life that is full and rich without them in it. And that realization is both humbling and incredibly attractive to them. Because most people are not operating at that level. Most people are still caught up in their own chaos, still looking for someone else to complete them, still playing games and keeping score. But you have moved beyond all of that. The mental clarity that Ace of Swords brings is also forcing this person to be honest with themselves about their own behavior. They are probably reflecting on how they treated you before, how they might have taken you for granted or not fully appreciated what you were offering. And there might be some regret there. There might be some recognition that they messed up by not seeing your value sooner. But Ace of Swords is not just about their clarity. It is also about your clarity. You are seeing this situation with fresh eyes too. You are not looking at this person through rose-colored glasses anymore. You are not making excuses for behavior that did not meet your standards. You are not convincing yourself that breadcrumbs are enough. You have mental clarity about what you want and what you will not tolerate, and that clarity is your superpower right now. This card is also about communication and truth-telling. There might be conversations coming where things that needed to be said finally get said, where honesty replaces game playing, where someone finally admits what they have been feeling but were too scared or too proud to express before. Ace of Swords cuts through all the nonsense and gets straight to the heart of the matter. Now we have the Hanged Man coming through as the fourth card. And this is so interesting because the Hanged Man represents a complete shift in perspective. This person has done a total 180 in how they view you and this connection. They have been in a period of suspension, of waiting, of not taking action, but that suspended state has actually allowed them to see things differently. The Hanged Man is about surrender and letting go of control. This person has been trying to control the narrative around this connection. They have been trying to keep you at a certain distance that felt safe to them. They have been trying to dictate the terms of engagement, but something has shifted. They are realizing that their attempts to control this situation have actually been keeping them from what they truly want. There is a sacrificial quality to the Hanged Man too. This person is recognizing that if they want to be part of your world, they might need to sacrifice some things. Maybe they need to sacrifice their ego and admit they were wrong. Maybe they need to sacrifice other options they have been keeping open. Maybe they need to sacrifice their fear of vulnerability and actually show up authentically. Whatever it is, they are coming to terms with the fact that business as usual is not going to work anymore. What I find really powerful about this card is that it represents enlightenment through surrender. When the Hanged Man stops struggling and just allows himself to see from this new inverted perspective, that is when true wisdom comes through. This person is in that process right now. They are gaining wisdom about what actually matters. They are understanding that your presence in their life is not something they can just take for granted or come back to whenever it is convenient for them. The Hanged Man also has this energy of patience and waiting for the right moment. So while this person is definitely feeling this magnetic pull towards you, they might also be in a space of trying to figure out the right way to approach you. They know they cannot just waltz back into your life like nothing happened. They know they cannot just send a casual text and expect you to be available. They are in this suspended state of wanting to reach out, but also being aware that they need to come correct. For you, Libra, the Hanged Man is a reminder to stay in your power during this time. Do not rush to make things easy for this person. Let them sit with this new perspective they are gaining. Let them fully process what it means to have you in their life versus not having you in their life. Your energy of non-attachment and patience is actually what is creating this powerful magnetic pull. The fifth card is the Devil. And when this card comes out in a reading about magnetic attraction, it speaks to the intensity of what this person is feeling. The Devil is about obsession, temptation, and being unable to resist something even when your rational mind is telling you to walk away. This person is experiencing you as a temptation they cannot shake. There is something about your energy right now that has gotten under their skin. They think about you when they should not be thinking about you. You pop into their mind at random moments. They find themselves comparing other people to you. They might even be trying to distract themselves with other connections or other activities, but nothing is scratching that itch the way thoughts of you do. The Devil represents those desires that feel almost primal and uncontrollable. This is not a light, casual attraction this person is feeling. This is something that is consuming their thoughts and affecting their choices. They are realizing that you have a hold on them that is very different from what they have experienced with other people. And that can feel both thrilling and scary for them. Now, I want to be clear, the Devil is not necessarily a negative card, even though it has that reputation. In the context of attraction and desire, it is just highlighting the intensity and the magnetic quality of the pull between two people. But it is also asking both of you to be aware of the shadow side of this connection. Are you both being honest about what you want? Are there any unhealthy patterns that need to be addressed? Is this pull based on genuine compatibility or just on the thrill of wanting what feels unavailable? For this person specifically, the Devil might represent areas where they have been stuck in limiting beliefs or unhealthy patterns. Maybe they have a pattern of running from real intimacy. Maybe they have been addicted to keeping their options open instead of committing to one person. Maybe they have been trapped in fear of vulnerability. But their attraction to you is forcing them to confront these patterns. What is interesting is that the Devil is also about breaking free from chains, but those chains are usually self-imposed. This person is realizing that the limitations and restrictions they have been placing on this connection are actually chains of their own making. And there is this growing desire to break free from those chains and just fully surrender to what they are feeling for you. The sixth and final card is the Moon, and this card is absolutely perfect for where we are in this reading, because the Moon is all about the subconscious, intuition, and things that are not fully revealed yet. This person's feelings for you are operating on a very deep subconscious level. This is not just surface attraction. This is soul-level recognition. The Moon tells me that this person might not even fully understand why they are so drawn to you. They just know that you affect them in a way that other people do not. There is something mysterious and intoxicating about you to them. You have this quality that they cannot quite pin down or put into words, and that mystery is part of what makes you so magnetic. The moon is also about illusions and things coming to light. So while there might still be some confusion or uncertainty around this connection, things are going to become clearer over time. What is hidden in shadow will eventually be illuminated. The truth of what this person feels and what they want from you will emerge from the darkness into the light. But this is a process that cannot be rushed. For you as a Libra, the moon is reminding you to trust your intuition about this situation. You have strong instincts about people and about connections, even if you sometimes second-guess yourself. Your intuition is telling you something about this person and about their intentions. Listen to that inner knowing. Pay attention to what is being communicated beneath the surface, not just what is being said out loud. The moon also speaks to dreams and the subconscious realm. This person might literally be dreaming about you. You might be appearing in their subconscious processing. They might be having these vivid fantasies about what life would be like if they were actually part of your world. The pull they are feeling operates on multiple levels, conscious and unconscious. What really stands out to me about the moon being the final card is that it suggests this story is still unfolding. We are not at the conclusion yet. There are still things that need to come to light. There are still realizations that need to happen. There is still this journey through the mysterious unknown before we get to the clarity and celebration of the sun. But the fact that this person cannot avoid your magnetic pull anymore, that much is certain. The cards are very clear about that. So Libra, here is what I want you to take away from this reading. You have done the inner work. You have stepped into your strength. You have created a life and an energy that is genuinely magnetic. Someone is feeling that pull intensely. They are having moments of clarity about your value. They are shifting their entire perspective about what they want. They are feeling almost obsessed with the idea of being part of your world. And there are deep subconscious forces at play that are drawing them toward you. But the most important thing is that you get to choose what happens next. Just because someone finally sees your worth does not mean you have to give them access. Just because someone wants a taste of your world does not mean they have earned the right to be in it. Stay in your power. Trust your intuition. And remember that the magnetic pull you are creating comes from your authenticity and your self-possession. Do not abandon that just because someone is finally paying attention. I would love to know if this resonated with you. Drop a comment and let me know what you are experiencing right now. And if you found value in this reading, share it with another Libra who might need to hear this message.